Hey guys, thank you so much for coming to this video. So today I'm going to declutter all of my highlights. It's gotten out of hand. It won't even all fit in this thing. I love highlight, but I don't need this many. I don't use this many. There's just way too much stuff in here. I need to get rid of some. Actually, I need to get rid of a lot. So if you guys want to declutter with me, oops, I'm throwing them already. If you guys want to declutter with me and see which ones I'm keeping and why, then let's get into this video. So I know many of us are stuck at home, can't go anywhere during this quarantine. It's a crazy time. You would think that it would motivate us to kind of get stuff done at home and clean, organize, be creative, do fun things. And I know a lot of people have been doing that, but I feel like there's a lot of us that just aren't. And I don't know, we're just kind of sitting there eating snacks and like watching Netflix and stuff. So I've definitely been doing a lot of that, but I've been getting back into filming. I took a break because it was like, what's happening? Maybe I'll just wait to see if this passes and gets over quickly. Obviously, it's taking a lot longer. So I'm just filming, and what better way to get things done and get motivated than to declutter and go through makeup. So it's always fun. I find things that I kind of forgot about that get lost in there, and I get rid of some things that I don't use anymore, and I can just give it to someone else or throw it away if it's seen its day and it's time to move on. I think I'm just gonna get started. There's probably a lot of my favorite ones just at the top because that's the ones I use. So let's get started with the Hourglass Ambient Light, and this is Luminous Night? No, it's Luminous Light. You can see it's almost gone. This is just so pretty. I always talk about this like for bridal makeup. It just gives you this like beautiful kind of glow sheen to the skin, but it's not like a highlight. I just like using this all over the face. Like when I put it on my hand, I don't even know if you can really tell, but it just gives like this beautiful beaming, like lit from within glow, and I love it. It just looks beautiful on everybody and just looks great in photography. It just kind of helps even everything out and make it look like your skin's flawless, even though it's not. So I love this one, definitely keeping it, and I think soon I'm gonna have to replace it because yeah, there's not much left in there. Next I have the Pure Highlight and Afterglow. This is another one of my just absolute favorites. I mainly use this one on the inner corner as just like a pop on the inner corner, I guess. It just is like the perfect shade for that. I love it as a highlight too, but it's a little light when I'm kind of self-tanned, just to go like all over the face and go crazy like I normally do with my highlighter. So this I like to do just on the inner corners or on the brow bone, but it's just so beautiful, and like you can build it up and just get that like bam inner corner highlight if you want. Like this one is like the best because it's very bright, but at the same time it's more that champagne. It's not like white or silver in any way. Some highlights that are very, very like bright and blinding, they kind of go more white silvery, and this one's just like a champagne-y color still, so it's very, very flattering in that way. So yes, I love that one. So here we have the Space Case. Why did it, when I said it, it sounded like it was wrong. Space Case Cosmetics Seen from Space 1B Powder Lumiere Highlighter. This one, I mean, it looks nice. I just feel like for the amount of highlighters that I have, and this one just doesn't do enough. It's just it's not reflective enough for me. And for something that's called Seen from Space, I think this just isn't, it's just not it. So I'm gonna get rid of this one. Oh, and I didn't swatch the Pure highlighter. Let me swatch that. This is the Afterglow. I mean, it is so creamy. Like, you don't want to dig your finger in too much because you'll like press it and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at that. Come on. There's no words. No words. So, you know, I just wanted to swatch that one because it's so good. So I have several stick or liquid highlights in here as well. This one is the Ciate Dewy Stick in the shade Glow. So let me see. It just seems like a balm. Not really sure what that's for. I feel like it's not really a highlighter stick though. Maybe I need to look up what that is. Maybe it's like an all over, like under your makeup kind of thing. I think I'm gonna keep that and look into it and see what it is and actually use it because I've never actually used it. Next I have the Cargo Picture Perfect Highlighter in Bronze. This one's really nice. I do like this one. I think my favorite highlighters are just a little more golden. I feel like it's just the most flattering on me. So that's it right there. I just feel like it doesn't do enough. I do like the shade of it. I think I'm gonna keep it just because of the shade. Try it out a little more and see if I really like it. I use this one almost every day. The Ofra Rodeo Drive. So good. I already have another one because this is their new packaging and I got this one in some subscription box, which I already had one of the old packaging from a different subscription box. So I was gonna give that one away. I never had a chance to. Now that this one's almost gone, I'm like, oh, good thing I didn't give that away because I will use that up. It's just so creamy. It never disappoints. Every time I put this on, it doesn't disappoint me. So that's the Ofra in Rodeo Drive. So good, definitely keeping it. Another one from Ofra, I have Pillow Talk. This one's more of a pink shade, which I do really love. It's just not that often that I use a more pink highlight, but I do sometimes. But I'll just show you guys, like the Ofra highlights are like unreal. It's so good. Also, I'll talk about Becca highlights because I have several. I have Prosecco Pop, which is more golden. Show you that right there. I need to be careful because I broke it. This is, I think, my third one of Champagne Pop and I keep breaking them. But like, it's so pretty. Okay, and it sucks because the formula is not really the same after you break it and you try to like press it down in there. It's still just not the same as it was. So there's Champagne Pop. Then I also have Moonstone, which is almost gone. So do that one right there. So that one's just more pure champagne, not much gold in there. So those three, definitely Becca and Ofra are my favorite highlighters. And Pure. Gotta throw Pure in there because it's so good. So keeping those three, obviously, this is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in Crown of My Canopy. So that's it right there. I do like it. I just feel like it's just a little bit too dark for me. So I think I'm gonna get rid of this, even though it's really pretty. Maybe I'll look at the other shades, see if they have like a lighter golden or champagne shade for me, but I guess I'll just get rid of that. Next, another broken one. This is the Hard Candy in Tiki. And this is, technically it's a baked bronzer, but it's a highlight. I don't know why it says baked bronzer, whatever. This is the second one I've had because the first one I broke, which I'm just gonna throw it away because why keep it? But I'll just show you guys like how pretty that is. I feel like it's reflective, but it's not creamy because it's a baked highlight. It's strange. So like when I'm looking at it on my arm right now, it doesn't really look that like shimmery or metallic, but you can definitely see it with the lights on it. So I think for that reason, it's just not my favorite. I have others that I'd rather use and it's broken, so I'm just gonna throw it away. Next I have the You Glow Girl by J-Cat baked highlighter, and this is in White Goddess. So this one's like a more white with like orange and green little reflections in it almost. So that one's really bright, and this is kind of like what I was talking about earlier with the Pure one. This one's really bright, but it is a little more like that white tone, which I don't really want all the time. Sometimes I want more of that goldy champagne. So I think this one is pretty. I just don't use it. Let me just compare that because I think it's very similar to the Kat Von D Metal Crush eyeshadow in Thunderstruck. I did buy it to use as a highlight because I saw years ago Sam Ravendall used it as a highlight and she said it was like the best thing ever. So of course I bought it and I broke it because it's so soft. So let me just see. They're very similar. I feel like the Kat Von D is a little more pink in it than this one. So maybe I'll just keep the Kat Von D, even though it's broken and there's like not much in there. But if I want that kind of look, I think I can just get it with the Kat Von D. And the Kat Von D one's more creamy, so, and smaller, so I'm gonna save space. So I'll keep this one and get rid of the J-Cat. Next I have the Jaclyn Cosmetics. This is the little, I forget what these little ones were called, but the loose highlighters. This is in Extra. It was the lightest shade. How do I get my finger in there? These nails will not let me get my finger in there. The lid? Okay. Like, this highlight is not messing around. If you do not have this highlight and you sometimes want just like that blinding extra pop and you're not finding anything else, get this one. I have it on today, just like a little bit on the very, very high points of my cheekbones. You don't want to use a lot. Use with caution because it's so bright. But I do love this one, and I don't use loose highlighters a lot, but this one, it's just very special. It's just like when you need that like bright blinding moment, it'll work for you. So yes, keeping that one. I guess I'll just get the rest of my loose highlighters out of the way. So I have 3 of the Artist Couture powders. Oh no, I have 4. There's 4 here. 3 of the full size and 1 like mini. So the mini I have is Illuminati. It's more golden. So we also have Gold Digger, which is kind of more white with gold reflex in it. We have Conceited. They're just getting everywhere. This is such a fine powder. That one's more pinky gold. And I have Purple Dream. This one's like orange and purple. So there's those. I'm gonna get rid of the Purple Dream because I will never use that. It's like orange and purple and it's just a weird shade as a highlight, and I definitely won't use these as a eyeshadow. I think I'll keep the other 3 even though like I don't use them. Maybe I'll try to use them. If I use them and I don't like them, then I'll just get rid of them. I think I'll get rid of Gold Digger. It's just not enough of like the champagne tone. It's just kind of a more white gold and I don't like that. So I'll get rid of these 2. But actually I'm not going to get rid of them. I'm going to use them in epoxy. So I've been doing a lot of like epoxy art and stuff, and you can use just whatever powders, like mica powders and like shimmers and glitters and stuff. And I did actually do epoxy on some of my eyeshadow palettes. So if you haven't checked out that video, check it out. It looks really cool. I want to do more. I'm addicted. I've also done a makeup brush and put glitter all over it. I'm going to do a lot more stuff with epoxy. So I'll keep these, just not in my makeup stash. So then I have one more loose powder. This is the Coty Airspun Loose Face Highlighter in Snow Much Ice. Got this because I love the Coty setting powder, and I thought I would try this, which I feel like I like it, but it is very pretty. It's a little more pink toned. Maybe I'll try to use it more and see if I like it. I feel like loose highlighters are so hard because you have to be so careful with them. You could easily go overboard and they're so messy. So I'll hold on to that for now. I have MAC Soft and Gentle, which I did break and squish in there. It is very pretty, but it's not like a blinding highlight. It just kind of is good for all over the face to give you that nice glow, or as a highlight if you're wanting something just more subtle. It just is really pretty. This one I think I'll keep forever just because it's more sentimental. I got this when I was first starting to get into makeup and everybody loved this. Now nobody talks about it, but it is still pretty. It's not that good that you need to go run and buy it, but it is good, so I'll keep that. Next I have the Pure Barbie highlight, which is so dark and pink. That's not a highlight on me at all. But I bought this and I bought the palette also in that collection, and I think just more sentimental. I wish that they had more shades. If they would have done like a lighter version of this that I could actually wear as a highlight, that would have been amazing. Keeping it just because I love it, and it was just a fun collection, and it's pure, and I don't know, I just thought it was so pretty. So definitely just keeping that. This is not going that well. I'm supposed to get rid of a lot, not just keep it all. So next I have Morphe highlight in the shade Spark. So it feels pretty creamy. I don't feel like that's doing a whole lot, so I'll get rid of that one. Next I have these 2 I'll talk about at the same time because they're very similar. I have the e.l.f. Moonlight Pearls Little Baked Highlighter, and then also the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter in Be My Highlight. These are both baked highlights, so they're gonna be more subtle, but they're actually both really pretty for the price. These are both like $4 or $5, I wanna say. So this is the e.l.f. one, and this is the Essence. Just very creamy. The Essence one looks a little darker. They're both really pretty, so I'm keeping those. Next I have Wet n Wild in the shade Boozy Brunch, which yes, this one broke. I dropped it and it broke. It is pretty, but I just don't feel like it's that special, and it is broke. So I think I'm just going to get rid of that. Next I have the Mary Luminizer by The Balm. This one is almost gone. This was one of my first like loved highlights. It's so creamy. It's just more that really light vanilla shade, so for when I'm more fair, but just really pretty. I love this. I don't use it that much. I think I'll just keep it because I can just use it up and then toss it and maybe not repurchase it. I mean, this was like my fave back in the day. So maybe just when I don't have self tanner on, maybe you need to bust this one out and use it up. Next is the Revlon Skin Lights in the shade Daybreak Glimmer. Looks really pretty. I haven't really used this on my face. I bought it because Tati said in one of her videos that it was really good. Went and got it, and I need to use it more, but it's really pretty, really reflective. So definitely keeping that. And it's really got this like really pretty design on there. I'll keep that. Next I have some stick highlights. So this one is the Milk Makeup in Lit. See, is this gonna work? Does that do anything? I mean, that's pretty, but like, will I ever use it? Let me try all my stick highlights and then I'll pick after that, after I know what I have. So I have the Fenty Beauty Starstruck. That one's a little more. I have the Tristique mini highlight stick in Maldives Luminescent. It's so hard because highlights are just so pretty. I have this little ultraviolet all over starlighter from Tristique also. It's this little guy, which that I'm obviously not going to use, so I'll just get rid of that. And I think I'll get rid of the Tristique one and keep the Fenty and the Milk Makeup sticks. Now I have 3 liquid ones, 3 liquid highlights. Okay, I have the little Temp 2 highlighter in Pink Pearl. Did not shake it up. I think this is bad. I'm gonna throw this away. Then I have the Mary Luminizer liquid highlighter from The Balm. It's just like a mini sample one. Ooh, that is pretty. That would even look good on the eyes. Okay, I'm keeping that. It's just little. I can keep that. Then also I have the Temp 2 and BoxyCharm Liquid Glow. It says shake well, so we're shaking well. So that's that one right there. That's really pretty. Okay, I have to keep that one too. Maybe I'll just use this one as like a glow under foundation instead of having it in my highlights. Then my last highlight is in a Ziploc bag because it's broken. It is the Jouer highlight in Citrine. Such a pretty packaging. Story of my life. But look. Like, come on, that's unreal. So I think I'm just gonna have to keep that one. Even though it's broken, I'll just keep it in this bag. Well, that was not that successful. Okay, I got rid of 10 highlights, so that's not too bad. Okay, well, I organized it and that is definitely a lot more manageable. I can see more what I have. So I just have the 2 broken ones in a Ziploc bag. That's so much better. So much easier to see what I have and to grab things. You just see everything. So I love organizing. I love decluttering. It just makes me feel better about life. It makes me feel more accomplished. That is it for this video, you guys. Let me know in the comments if you guys enjoy these decluttering videos. I feel like my decluttering videos are like my most popular videos. I like watching them just because it motivates me, and also it helps just to see what other people are keeping, because it's kind of like favorites and disappointing product videos all in one. because you see what they used up, you see, you know, why they're keeping things, you see why they're getting rid of things. So it's all around just a good video. So let me know what I should declutter next in the comments, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do 3 videos a week, and I would love to have you part of my little YouTube fam. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.